Hi, welcome to Reacts with Jax. I'm Jax, and today I am reacting to Captain Marvel. This is the last movie before Avengers Endgame, and I'm so excited. I can't believe we're almost at the end of Phase 3. This is wild. So I'm excited to see this. I know Brie Larson's in it. I think Jude Law's in it. I'm not sure about the rest of the cast, but this should be really fun. I'm hoping that we get information about how to defeat Thanos in this, but I don't think that this movie takes place after the last Avengers movie. I think it takes place before then. I'm hoping that we get some information that's going to help us leading into the next Avengers movie. And I'll also be very curious to see if there's a post-credit scene in here that has any of these characters suddenly disappearing, because in Ant-Man and the Wasp, we got to know some new characters and then all of a sudden they were all gone after Thanos' snap. So I'm going to be looking forward to the post-credit scenes in here too. Okay, I'm just going to get right to it. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell notification so you do not miss my Avengers Endgame upload. And like this video if you enjoy this content. It really supports my channel and I appreciate it so much. Stan Lee! Stan Lee? Is he not going to be in this movie? Oh my god. Was that his cameo for this film? I'm going to assume that that was... Thank you, Stan. I didn't think that this movie was going to make me teary-eyed, and technically it didn't. It was Stan Lee that did. So he's not going to be in this. Oh, he was always my favorite part of every Marvel movie. The Stan Lee cameo was actually really good timing, considering he's not here anymore after the Thanos snap. Let's blame Thanos for the destruction of Stan Lee. That's what we'll do. Captain Marvel. Okay, so that's not Earth. I was under the impression she was going to be kind of similar to Captain America, like another... That's Hala, Captain of Crete. Oh, the Crete civilization. I thought she was going to be a super soldier.
Want to fight?
No. I am so not that person that's like, punch me in the face.
Result of me punching you in the face.
I was already slipping when you happened to punch me in the face.
Did she just use her magical powers on him? Oh! I'm so in tune with this movie.
Control it.
Oh, so he doesn't want you to use that?
Use control again and you'll have to commune with the supreme intelligence.
So was she not supposed to do that thing? Like, can she not use her magical powers? Is that what he was saying?
No one can look upon the supreme intelligence in its true form. Our subconscious chooses the way they appear to us.
That's really cool.
No creed divulges it, ever.
Who do you see?
You're not supposed to divulge it.
It's me you see, isn't it?
I bet it's Lammy. That's who I would see. But shh, we're not supposed to tell anyone.
What is the point of giving me these if you don't want me to use them?
Control your impulses. Stop using this, start using this.
That seems weird. Like, I get the whole control your emotions thing, but it seems weird that she's not allowed to use her powers, because if she was able to use her powers, then she would at least be able to learn the strength of them and how to better use them in combat. Because, like, Wanda's using her magical powers. But I don't know what kind of magical powers she has. Hello?
We've given you a great gift, the chance to fight for the good of all Kree.
That looks like that thing on Thor.
What was given can be taken away.
Oh, so those aren't her magical powers.
You have a mission. Serve well and with honor.
That looked like that thing from Thor Ragnarok. I thought it was maybe like meant to control her, so maybe it helps her harness her powers. We'll figure it out. I'm just going to talk out loud to try and figure it out first. This is really reminding me of Ronan, the villain, because they're mentioning the Skrull takeover, the Kree.
We locate Solar and we get out.
This is a dangerous mission. We must all be ready to join the collective.
They have a symbol on their armor that looked kind of similar to the symbol that Nick Fury had on his little pager beeper thing. I don't know what that thing was, right before he disappeared. And I thought it was a reference to Captain America Perhaps it was a reference to her or this, because they have that symbol on their armor. Creepy things coming out of the water. I don't care that they're on our side. Anything in the water is just instantaneously creepier than if it was on land. Yeah, that is the same symbol on their armor. Wow. Okay. My theory is that Nick Fury was trying to contact one of these people instead of Captain America right before he disappeared.
Minerva?
Minerva?
Do you read me? Does anybody copy?
I copy. Miss McGonagall. It's so dark on screen. This is just more like my note. I wish they would play around with like light and shadows a little bit more, because I find everything kind of blends together. And I've been noticing that a lot more in films, where everything just kind of looks the same color in darkness. Okay, so they take Polyjuice Potion. Do they just have the ability to automatically transform into whoever they want to be? Or can they read your mind to know who they should look like? That'd be a difficult enemy to defeat. You'd need like secret code words with everyone to guarantee that they're not Skrulls. Girl, all I'm saying is that if you got angry right now, it might help. It helps the Hulk. Bruce is very helpful when he gets angry, until he destroys a city or something.
Let's up and her up.
Oh, I thought they were talking about her. I was like, let's... Oh, are they? Is this a memory? Oh, open up her mind. I thought they were gonna like do surgery or something. So she was a member of the Air Force on Earth. I wonder what her name was.
You're a DC pilot.
But you're too emotional.
You do know why they call it a cockpit, don't you?
No, I don't. Please explain it to me in great detail.
Focus. Pegasus. Dr. Wendy Lawson, that's her.
Do you hear that
Do we have a location?
Dr. Wendy Lawson with Pegasus. Why does Pegasus... Have we heard that before, or is... Or no? Okay. So they're looking through her mind to figure out her memories. I'm curious if when they're looking at her memories, if she's cognitive of it as well. That's gonna be uncomfortable.
Lawson was somewhere on planet C-53.
Oh, they're looking for Lawson. Is that lead to that light speed engine? A light speed engine. Okay.
What did you put in my head?
Nothing wasn't already there.
Oh, so she did see that.
I really did a number on you.
Enough of your mind games. What do you want?
They really did a number on you. I'm trying to figure out... We kind of entered this world without any context. Well, without much. I can't remember if the Kree... How we know the Kree. Was Ronan a Kree, or did he kill all the Kree? The Skrull... So these are Skrulls. Have we ever heard of them before? Wow. Oh my gosh, their entire ship's being destroyed. That's Earth. When Blockbuster Video was still a thing. Okay. Planet C-53. Terran homeworld. Okay. So I'm assuming this is back in the 80s? Was he just sitting there watching her fall through space?
Where can I find communications equipment?
I think it's closed, though. Aren't you security? You're not supposed to let her go into places that are closed.
Scientist
They think that she's cracked the code on lightspeed tech. I have to get to her before they do, or else they'll be able to invade new galaxies.
So that's why they want that lightspeed tech.
The game to C63?
Once, it's a real shithole.
That's so rude. No, it's not. Earth is wonderful. Lammy lives here. It has to be wonderful. So they want to invade new galaxies. They kind of sound like Thanos from the standpoint that they're destroying everyone and everything.
Did you call this in?
Was that Agent Phil Coulson's voice? Yes, it was. Oh, he looks a little younger in this.
Beacon activated.
Wow, we get to see Agent Coulson.
Excuse me, miss.
Oh my God.
How long you plan to be in town?
Oh, I'll be out of your hair as soon as I track down the scrolls that are infiltrating your planet. They can transform to any life form down to the DNA.
Wow, down to the DNA. That was destructive.
Let's roll!
Rook? He's a rookie. Oh, wow, he's new. Oh. That's funny that the scroll kindly let that lady by and then she bumps into that old lady.
Suspect on northbound train in pursuit.
Damn, girl. You just being violent all over the place. Oh, is the scroll gonna be the old lady now?
Trust me, believer. Trust me.
He's in it! He's in it! What? They did that entire montage at the beginning. Oh, was this the last film that he was in? I thought we wouldn't see him in here. That was so great. Hello. Yeah, that kind of looks bad. I'm just realizing, while we're like, oh, that's a scroll, that actress did a really lovely job. You know, doing all those stunts. Good on her. Oh God, why? Why? Oh, that man is gonna have a little bit of an identity crisis now. So, Nick Fury must work for S.H.I.E.L.D., which at this point has been infiltrated by Hydra, but nobody knows it. Coulson is a huge fan of Captain America. He's not gonna meet him yet. He's gonna meet Captain Marvel instead.
Here at the Blockbuster, and where'd everybody go?
Oh my God. Oh my. Oh my. You are not Phil. How dare you, you imposter! Don't you dare mess with Nicholas Fury. These Skrull are really great villains. I mean, I have to say, the shape-shifting element makes the Skrulls so difficult to fight. And I think they're doing a really good job of giving us as the audience a way to kind of know who it's going to be, but at the same time still be in a state of doubt and mystery. Like, I loved how they focused on that woman before she ended up fighting her. So is that Nick Fury or oh, yes it is. So he seems to be unaware that there are extraterrestrials. The Nick Fury that we're used to is very well informed. Oh my God!
Official S.H.I.E.L.D. activity.
He still has an eye. What? This whole time I've been like, oh, he just looks different because he's younger. No, he looks different because he has two eyes. Oh, wow. I am not on the top of my game today. It took me so long to notice that.
You're lighting up, honey, huh? Got a smile for me?
Just be like, I'm a dude. You're gonna steal his bike? She's very good at being able to navigate motorcycles, a scroll getaway pod.
Hey, how's your eye? Well, I'd say fine.
Oh, they're toying with us. Is it going to get infected or something? Is it just going to get worse and worse throughout this movie?
Do it alone, though. We can't trust anyone. Not even our own men.
Oh, he's a squirrel, isn't he? You're going to kill the tech guy from the office. Wasn't he the IT guy?
I will finish what we started.
He's a scroll! Yes! Still got it. Still on my game. Is she getting some memories back? So, was this that Air Force bar? Yeah, this was that bar near the Air Force base. It must have been. This is giving me very Top Gun vibes with Tom Cruise.
You think I'm one of those green things.
Can't be too careful. I'm afraid I'm gonna need proof.
Yeah, you guys don't know each other. How do you get proof from somebody you don't really know?
Scrolls can only sim recent memories of their host bodies.
They get the memories too?
Where were you born?
Huntsville, Alabama, but technically I don't remember that.
Lemmy, we are learning about Nicholas.
First job?
Soldier.
Then?
Spy.
Where?
Belfast, Bucharest, Belgrade, Budapest. I like the bees. I can make them right.
Name a detail so bizarre a scroll could never fabricate it.
You wouldn't know if it was true.
A toast is cut diagonally. I can't eat it. You didn't need that, did you?
No.
No, but I needed it. And Lammy needed it.
Prove you're not a scroll.
Why are you so destructive, though? Why?
And how is that supposed to prove to me you're not a scroll?
That's a photon blast.
And?
A scroll can't do that.
How is he supposed to know that?
Word colonel turned spy turned shield agent must have pretty high security clearance. Where's Pegasus?
Wow, we are learning a lot about Fury. I'm actually having more fun with Fury being a main character than with learning about Captain Marvel.
Look, war is a universal language. I know a rogue soldier when I see one.
War is a universal language. That might be my favorite line from this movie so far. That's a great line of dialogue.
Everybody calls me Fury. Not Nicholas, not Joseph, not Nick. Just Fury.
Well, we sometimes call him Nicholas, don't we? Project Pegasus, joint NASA-USAF facility. See, I know how to read sometimes.
You look like somebody's disaffected niece. Put that on.
Because that makes you look grown up. Bummer. Wow. Can you imagine a world where Fury isn't at the top? He's always had every security clearance. Why would it work for you? I'm glad she tried. It's creative and it's good thinking. It's crazy to think that this is from... Oh, you're getting the fingerprint. This is from a time when S.H.I.E.L.D. and Hydra were basically one organization, but they didn't know.
After you.
Good job.
Impressive.
Oh, you should see what I can do with a paperclip.
I would love to see that, but I think that's going to happen in a different movie.
And what's your name, huh? What's your name? Goose. Cool name for a cool cat.
He's a cat fan. I would have thought Fury was a dog person. He's a cat person. This is a wild
You sat there
movie.
and watched me play with tape.
I don't think I've ever been in a room that was that long where the lights turned on in a row like that, but I've seen that so many times in movies. That cat is adorable. It would be more adorable if it was a dog, though. Lemmy almost fell. Oh, goodness. He was offended. It would have been better if it was a lamb. There.
Kree glyphs?
Huh?
Really?
She's Kree.
Well, she's dead.
What?
Because she was able to look however.
Oh, and your Lightspeed engine is toast.
When did this crash happen?
6 years ago, 1989.
Oh, so this is the 90s. Okay. I wonder if the Lightspeed engine is going to be important for Avengers Endgame. It's you!
This isn't about fighting wars. It's about ending them.
So was Lawson killed by a Kree and then taken over in hopes that they could get
Here on C-53 and died in a plane crash.
the engine?
Do you know anything about this?
How is she able to just call them on a phone?
You men stay here? Yes, sir. I want to question her alone. Excellent work, Nicholas.
Nicholas? Oh, he just said everybody always calls him Fury. You just gave yourself away, sir.
We take him into dead or alive.
Dead or alive?
Coulson. You ain't gonna kill Nick Fury. Oh, she's gonna go back for him because they're friends now. Oh, I love that. She's trying to save his life. This friendship, yeah, it makes a lot more sense that Nick would be... Fury would... He has so many names. Nicholas Joseph Fury. It makes so much more sense that he would be trying to contact her if he thought that Earth was having part of its population eliminated. If they have a long history of being friends. Good job. Oh, you went upwards.
You called it in?
My bad.
Oh, look at him. He's kind of making some rookie mistakes.
Coulson, you have eyes on him? They're not down here.
Oh, Phil. This is so fun to see Fury and Phil working together.
You know how to fly this thing?
We'll see.
That's a yes or no question.
I guess since she has an Air Force background, she would know, even subconsciously, where certain things are and how to fly something, even if she's never flown that particular machine before. Ha-ha. Ha-ha to you.
We got a store with.
Oh. Oh, that cat looks terrified. So which one's Iceman and which one's Maverick out of the group? Because we got Goose here, and nothing bad better happen to him.
Rescuing the guy who sold you out to the Skrulls?
Well, I won't tell your boss if you don't tell mine.
It's so weird seeing Fury smiling and laughing and carefree and conversational.
Ronan.
The accusers completed their operation, but the greater mission was
What
a failure
happened to-
thanks
Ronan!
the cell of scrolls anywhere is a threat to Kree everywhere.
The Skrull was who, in the Guardians of the Galaxy, he was trying to sell that thing to that Skrull, remember? And then that Skrull was like, no, Ronan's already killed all of my people. I don't want to bring him here. He was on that planet that they ended up giving the Infinity Stone to. Is my memory correct on that? There's been so many things that have happened since then. So the Kree are bad.
I knew it! Everyone said you were dead! But we knew they were lying. Green transforming aliens? There's no such thing.
My mind is reeling right now.
No way! That's so cool.
That is really cool. Actually, it's really hot.
You didn't get along with your parents, so Mom said we became your real family. This is us on Christmas. I got my favorite bunny slipper.
That's a lot to take in. You're seeing your whole life, and it's yours, but you don't feel like it belongs to you because you don't even remember it.
Your jacket. Mom doesn't let me wear it anymore after I spilled ketchup on it.
Oh, you got ketchup on it.
I'm sorry, Tom. This really isn't a good time. I'll come by tomorrow, okay? Okay.
He's being so nice.
You really should be kinder to your neighbors.
Yeah, you should.
You never know when you're gonna need to borrow some sugar.
So this is very confusing. The Skrull are being hunted down by Ronan and the Kree.
Young lady, I have a special skill that allows me to get into places I'm not supposed to be.
Call me young lady again, I'm gonna put my foot in a place it's not supposed to be.
Am I supposed to guess where that is? But look, I just need your help decoding some coordinates. If you sit down and you listen to this.
So he might not be a villain. This is kind of like Ant-Man and the Wasp, where it's like, I was so in the mindset of, oh, they're the heroes and then the villains. And now they're kind of changing things up with the heroes and the villains.
That's not a cat.
That's not a cat?
That's a flurkin. A flurkin?
Is that what they call cats on his planet? Flurkin? A flurkin. I love that name. I might call cats that from now on. Look at the flurkin. Right. So this was that big crash.
Your blood. It's blue.
Yeah, but how's my hair?
Oh. It looks great.
Blow this engine before they find it.
What are you doing?
Blow the engine, girl. Blow the engine. Do what they said. Do what she said.
We have no interest in hurting you.
No? Because all the shooting kind of gave me the wrong impression.
Wow. Shoot it, shoot it. Oh. So the engine explodes after she shoots it. The energy of the Lightspeed engine gets partially absorbed into her? What makes her a good vessel for it, as opposed to any other living thing?
Commander, she's still moving. Permission to fire.
Hold your fire.
Wow. The whole team she was working with.
My people lived as refugees on Torfa. Homeless ever since we resisted Kree rule.
Yeah. That's making so much more sense.
Engine, the core that powered it, is in a remote location. If you help us decode those coordinates, we can find it.
This is wild.
You don't know me.
Well, you don't even know yourself.
You have no idea who I am.
You have no idea who you are.
I don't even know who I am.
Yeah.
You are Carol Danvers. You are smart and funny and a huge pain in the ass.
That must be really trippy. You have no memories, and now you're being told everything you knew was a lie.
Track its course, we'll find it in orbit right now.
It's just basic physics.
In orbit. Was that so difficult to figure out?
I can understand why he couldn't figure out it was in orbit. They're stressed. They're being hunted down. They got a lot going on. You're gonna miss something here and there.
I can't wear these Kree colors anymore.
Oh, she's letting the kid choose her new look. That's really cool.
Ronan, Skrulls have infiltrated C-53.
The good of all Kree, Commander. The infestation will be eradicated.
Ronan is gonna be in this movie. Oh my.
You know, you really shouldn't have that thing on your lap.
As long as he continues to freak you out like that.
Why are you being mean to him? His people are being hunted down. He's a victim.
Turn to a cat?
What's a cat?
What about a filing cabinet?
Why would I turn into a filing cabinet?
I'll give you $50 right now if you turn to a Venus flytrap.
These are all great questions. Can you turn into an inanimate object? I like the scroll. What a bummer that they're all extinct. Do they get away, or I thought they all were hunted down? It's just occurring to me that they might lose. Because we already know how this goes. Ronan kills all the Skrull, doesn't he? I didn't know I needed to brush up on the Guardians of the Galaxy movie in order to watch this. Oh look, it's a flirkin. The dialogue in this is pretty good. What's a cat?
It's gotta be here.
Well, is it in front of all that nothing or behind it?
I don't know. Is it magically... Is there like a force field around it? There is a force field around it! Marvello's Laboratory Kree Imperial Cruiser. That looks like the Tesseract. How is she touching that right now? When the Red Skull touched it, he was sent to Vormir. Okay, so the Fonz is gonna keep the Tesseract safe. Wait a minute, I thought Howard had it. After Captain America, Howard pulled it from the ocean.
He didn't come here for the Tesseract.
Couldn't they just live on Earth as people? You have a child?
Marvell warned us not to send a signal for any reason. The Kree would find us.
You did the right thing.
Gosh, you must feel terrible about yourself for hunting them down and killing them.
She's alright, she's a friend.
She's a friend now.
I am not gonna hurt you.
Anymore.
Fraternizing with the enemy.
Yeah, their guns are a little bigger. Rude. He just not like being near the Flurkin.
You lied to me.
I made you the best version of yourself.
They want the Tesseract because Ronan wants the stones, the Infinity Stones. He's collecting them for Thanos. Girl, you need to just use all your magical wizardry powers on him. That's why you should have been using them from the start. So that is like Thor's thing. It like controls her.
Species, lurking, threat, high.
It's a cat, not Hannibal Lecter.
It's a cat.
Species, human male, threat, low to none.
Low to none. None.
That thing's clearly busted.
That thing's clearly busted.
Eject the others into space.
Why? They're not a threat. You guys are just bad people.
But remember,
Oh my.
without us, you're weak.
Wow, the visuals of this are really cool. But she falls a lot. I didn't count it, but that was clearly at least what? 10? 10 times she had to get up?
My name.
That's where they got that name from. Carol Danvers. Can't you take that thing off? Thor couldn't get it off. He had to like use a machine.
She's trying to break out.
That was that guy! Oh my god, I didn't even recognize him! Ah, okay. What movie did he die in? I actually really liked him in whatever movie he died in, and I was like, oh, you're killing him? That sucks. Was it Guardians of the Galaxy? I believe it was Quill that killed him. So they told us right from the beginning that these people were villains, and that she was basically on the wrong side. I was a little slow to the uptake on this.
But what happens when...
You could have just taken that off the whole time. This has a very similar note to Ant-Man and the Wasp. So they're kind of blurring the lines between villains and heroes and kind of making it a lot more complicated. That was cool. Gotta get the Fonz. Kind of like the Skrull guy said, my hands are filthy from the war as well. It's like we started off with heroes and villains being so clearly defined, and now they're living in a gray area a lot more. Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What the actual Hulk? What the Hulk? Oh my god. That's a frickin' Flurkin, man. That's not a cat. That's a frickin' Flurkin. Oh my god. Don't touch it.
Picking you up now.
No, don't touch it. Don't touch it. It's highly dangerous. I guess they're friends. I guess they're friends, Lammy. Oh, that was scary. What the hell is a Flurkin? Why does it look like a cat? So Captain Marvel, I'm curious as to where she falls in the line of power. It kind of seems like she has similar abilities to Wanda in a way. without the mind control. What? The cat just ate them.
Good kitty.
No, that's not okay. You need to... That's dangerous.
Come on. Damn it, Goose. Pick a side.
Maybe he's full.
Let it go. Just like Havana. Do you have the thing?
Just like Havana. Yes. Yes, because the scroll was okay, yeah. Good job, Mr. Scroll. I don't know your name.
Cover her eyes. Onto the ship. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm assuming Nick Fury's security clearance is going to be a little higher after the events of this movie. Gosh, I thought Ronan was going to be in this movie when they called him in. I guess not. Oh. Is he okay? I didn't see where he was shot.
Minerva, take them down in a dropship.
Minerva McGonagall, you better not. I wonder why the Kree want to eliminate the scroll so badly. I just imagine all the actors are like, 1, 2, 3, go, lean back! I don't know if that's what they did or if they actually had a device that moved them all in the container. I don't know. Hey girl, now you are flying your combat mission that you always wanted. I wonder if she's familiar with this terrain. Like, is this where she used to fly? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, she came out of nowhere. She can fly now? She can fly? Okay. She now has the power of flight. I'm not going to question it. Don't know where it came from. I guess the engine? The lights. So can she move at the speed of light if she got her powers from a light speed engine? So wait a minute. Captain Marvel. Oh, we do get Ronan.
Ballistic warheads.
Captain Marvel, the core of the Lightspeed engine was the Tesseract, right? So then that means Captain Marvel would have gotten her powers, in a way, from an Infinity Stone? So she must be of similar strength to Wanda, who got her powers from an Infinity Stone too, but her stone was it was the red one. Captain Marvel's is the blue one? I believe blue was the Space Stone.
Take her down.
I'd like to see you try. And I'm about to see you try. And fail. Hopefully. I mean, we know Ronan doesn't die. Wow. She seems a little more powerful than Wanda. If you had to get powers, or if you could get powers from one of the Infinity Stones, which Infinity Stone would you want powers from? How are you going to defeat her? You can't.
I'm so proud of you.
What? Keep saying battery low. To get new headphones. I can still hear.
Turn off the light show and prove to me you can beat me without.
Exactly.
I have nothing to prove to you.
No, you do not. Plus, you're evil. So. They're all just working together now? What?
Tell the Supreme Intelligence that I'm coming to end it. The war, the lies, all of it.
I'm really surprised she's not gonna kill him, or she's just sending him back to his people. His people are actively trying to destroy the Skrull. He wanted all those Skrull dead. Am I missing something? I feel like the changing of my headphones couldn't have possibly prevented me from understanding what's going on. Damn, he could eat your face. You monster! I Fury's eye gets taken by a frickin' flurkin? What? Oh my god. Why was he putting it right up to his face?
Keep the Tesseract on Earth. Hidden.
You sure that's what Marvel would want?
How did Marvel even get it? Marvel.
It's 2 words. Marvel.
Marvel. Marvel sounds a lot better, you know, like... Oh, yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait.
Fury is singing.
Not ringing any bells?
Keep singing. Maybe it'll come back to me.
I vote you keep singing. This is a delightful Fury. It was the thing that he had at the very end in the post-credit scene in Infinity War.
For emergencies only, okay?
Wow. So was that the first time he ever used it?
It's hard for me to say goodbye to.
This has been such a wild backstory, mostly on Fury. I'll be very interested to see what these post-credit scenes are, if there's... I'm assuming there's at least one. I love that she's helping the Skrull. This has been such a confusing movie because at the beginning I was completely thrown off.
Glad to have you back.
Wow.
This came for you.
His eye is no more. Oh, whoa.
That the Kree burned your eye out because you refused to give them the Tesseract?
I will neither confirm nor deny the facts of that story.
Phil. Her name was Avenger? That is so cool. Oh my god. The next movie is Avengers Endgame, and I'm freaking out about it. I can't believe that was a really great way to end this. The Avengers Initiative. We got to see how it all started. Now, with the way that this movie wrapped up, I now understand why this movie was placed right before Avengers Endgame. Because we got to see the very beginning of how they came up with the Avengers concept. Yep. That was from the post-credit scene. Steve Rogers. Lammy, you gotta see this. Rhodey's still alive.
So that thing just stopped doing whatever the hell it was doing.
So it finished. Everyone's dead now. Bruce, we still got Bruce. We got the original Avengers, you guys.
I want to know who's on the other end of that thing.
If they're still alive.
Where's Fury?
Captain Marvel will return in Avengers Endgame. Wow. Are you gonna throw up the Tesseract? What is a flurkin? Why is a flurkin? So now we know how Nicholas Fury got a hold of the Tesseract, but what I am confused about is how Mar-Vell, and by the way, it took me forever to realize that her name was Marvel. Did you notice that earlier than me? I didn't notice it until Fury combined the names. Instead of doing Mar-Vell, he said Marvel, and that was when I was like, oh. That was a cute little play on words they did right there. But I am very curious as to how Mar-Vell got the Tesseract, because as far as I remember in Captain America all the way back, we go back to Captain America, the very first movie that I started with, even though I think it's supposed to be the last movie you watch in phase 1 before the Avengers. But in that movie, Howard Stark got the Tesseract from the ocean, and then he continued on looking for Steve Rogers. And so how did Mar-Vell get the Tesseract from Howard Stark? I thought Howard Stark was one of the founding members of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the MCU, because he definitely worked for S.H.I.E.L.D., so you'd think that he would have given the Tesseract over to S.H.I.E.L.D. or continued his work on it through S.H.I.E.L.D. So did she steal the Tesseract? That's the only thing that I'm curious about here in terms of the Tesseract's movements, because I was under the impression before this movie that it just went from the Red Skull to Howard to S.H.I.E.L.D.'s possession once Howard was obviously murdered by Bucky, which is wild. So many twists and turns in these stories. My goodness. I loved seeing the backstory on Phil and Fury. This was awesome. Learning how S.H.I.E.L.D. now is in possession of the Tesseract, how Nick Fury lost his eye to a freaking Flurkin. That Flurkin is an absolute mystery to me. I don't understand what species a Flurkin is. I don't understand why it looks like a cat. Why it's not a cat. It's like a cat on the outside, but definitely not a cat on the inside with those tentacles. That is a very confusing species right there. I can't believe that was the last movie before Avengers Endgame. This is it, you guys. We're in the actual Endgame. I hope you tune in for it. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss that epic upload. And make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. It really supports my channel and I appreciate it so much. And I will see you all next Friday. Bye.